Georgia Tech's playing well. Won 2 of 3, maybe 3 of 5. Coming off a nice win at Virginia Tech. Big, strong, physical team. I think our young guys are gaining confidence, playing a little more confidently. And obviously, we've had troubles winning on the road this year, so we need to try to find a way to win a road game, and this is the next one. So, need to be ready to play.
Questions?
How much do you talk to the team about losing, I think, 4 games by 5 points or less in ACC play? Is it tough to?
A little bit, just from the standpoint of telling them, hey, you try to encourage them from the standpoint of, we've played well enough in a bunch of games to prove that we can play with a lot of people, and but also to point out that the margin for winning and losing is very small, and a couple of mistakes at different parts of the game are critical, and at times they can be devastating, and those can be the possessions that lose the game for you. It's not always the one at the end or a missed shot or something of that nature. It might be a mistake that you made early on that ends up costing you a basket that turn back and look and you lost by 1. And so you use it for reinforcement a bunch of different ways, positively when you can. Mostly that way. Try to talk to them a little bit about finishing games better, and that's part of any teaching.
It seems like it's all across college basketball right now, not just what happened here Sunday, but teams have a problem finding a fine line between milking the clock or running some clock at the end and still staying in their offense. Why is that so difficult?
I don't know. I think it's, as a coach, you're going to be criticized either way as a team. If you shoot quick and it doesn't work out, and you try to run your offense, why aren't you milking the clock? If you milk the clock or whatever, or use some clock and then don't score in the last 10 seconds possession, why didn't you just run offense? I mean, it's a no-win situation that way. I think you have to understand it. But most people would understand that you're trying to use some clock and then get a good shot. Using clock for us wasn't a problem. Obviously, one of the possessions it was, KJ didn't make a good decision. He's at 8 feet, he needs to shoot the ball. I mean, he tried to pass it out to Rod. I don't know why. That's part of decision-making with younger players that has to be better. But I just think that's the balance in the sport, and there's no great shakes either way to tell you what's right or wrong. But I think at times the clock is your friend, and you're trying to limit the possessions that another team can have to make threes. Because to be honest with you, the 3-point shot is a makeable shot for most guys. And again, I kind of get back to when another team's behind and kind of frantically trying to catch up, it seems like they shoot better. The pressure, it's like you're already kind of losing. You're going to probably lose the game, so the chance to make a shot, guys don't worry as much. They just kind of shoot it. And it seems like more shots go in that way than you're watching games throughout, and in the first 30 minutes, guys don't shoot as well. Then all of a sudden, they're trying to shoot threes at the end to catch up, and guys make shots. I mean, we've been guilty of it too. BC, for example. So I don't know if I have a specific answer.